Hi guys, welcome back to another what I eat in a day video. Thank you so much for taking the time to log on and join me today for a fantastic day of food, and thank you for all of the love and all of the amazing feedback on my other videos. You guys are literally the best bunch of people in the world, and I hope you enjoy this video today. And yeah, welcome to my morning. So I've already had my breakfast, which is my kind of go-to breakfast at the moment, of porridge with fruit and Biscoff spread. It's just immense. I'm going to insert that now. Me. I've been doing a lot of filming this morning, a lot of admin, and now it's time for lunch, but it's a little bit earlier actually, because lunch today is going to take a little bit of prep time because it needs to go in the oven. I'm thinking about marinating a chicken breast and having some kind of sandwich or flatbread or something like that. A nice hearty lunch to go with my hearty breakfast. And tonight I'm very excited because I'm going to be having some homemade meatballs. I've already made the meatballs up. They are sat on the tray right now, just kind of molding and sitting, and I'm going to fry them up tonight and do a tomato and basil and oregano sauce with garlic, which I'm very excited for. And I'm going to have it with mushrooms, and it's going to be delicious with cheese and garlic bread. An amazing day for comfort food, especially on this drizzly autumnal British day. So I hope you all enjoy it. Again, I will pop all of the recipes and point values for all of the food that you're going to see today in the description box down below, along with what I'm wearing today, which is a headband from Primark, which I believe is current stock. I got it very recently, so it should be. It's in this beautiful amber orange colour. My knits from ASOS that I absolutely love. This beautiful necklace by the brand Saket, which is actually the brand where this ring is from, this middle finger. I'm not giving you guys the finger, I'm just showing you because I'm wearing two, and I get a lot of questions about it. This is actually the same brand and I adore it. I actually have the matching bracelet as well. I'm also wearing my Topshop mom jeans, my trusty Ugg slippers. I'll link everything down below, guys, that I think you might be interested in, so do check out the description box for links. And yeah, let's get on with the day. So, as I mentioned, today is going to take a tiny bit of prep. So I'm just popping my oven on to 200 degrees fan. And lunch is going to be very delicious, again, very comforting. I have some cheese here, we'll track all of that in a moment. I have an Aldi flatbread, just the one. I have some Aldi bacon, some chicken breast, which I'm going to marinate with a very, very simple marinade actually. I think when it comes to marinating chicken, especially during the day, if it's just for a quick lunch, you can't get anything better than some lemon, some garlic from the garden, a few herbs and spices, and this chicken seasoning that I get from Aldi, which is really delicious actually, super quick. It's basically loads of herbs and seeds that have all been grounded together with a bit of chicken stock, and it's just perfect. And again, it's super easy, adds a nice bit of texture and crunch. So you're going to be using a little bit of that as well, along with, of course, you cannot forget salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and that is going to make a lovely marinade. The marinade is on. I'm going to pop this in the oven for about 30 minutes, and then we will slice it up and have it with mayonnaise, flatbread, bacon, and it's going to be delicious. Okay, so that is now sat happily in the oven cooking. The chicken breast is obviously free, so you don't need to factor in anything for that. I don't really track marinades. I'm maintaining, it's what my weeklies are for, but feel free to track your oil, but I feel like apart from the oil, that's about it, and I didn't use too much. So now it's the bacon. The bacon is just the Aldi's version, the Ashfield Farm, and this is 2 points for 2 slices. I'm actually only going to use 1, so I think it might be one point for that. 20 grams worth of bacon, which is 2 points, and mayo. Again, I'm not tracking mayo, but feel free to do that, so mayo might be a point. So all together for a really lovely sandwich, not too bad at all. And then flatbreads are 3 points per serving. Honestly guys, the simplest of marinades are always the best, and it had this crunchy texture on the outside, really juicy and moist on the inside, and with the flatbread and the mayo and the cheese, it was just delicious. I would highly recommend it. It didn't take too long to do it all, so I would definitely recommend that. But now the time has come to go and pick up Layla, so I'm going to sort my hair out, get a hat on most likely because it's not looking that great today. Get some fruit and head on my way. I think I'm going to go for an easy peeler for my walk, and we'll get back and we'll make dinner. Okay, so I've just got back from picking Layla up from the school run, and I'm just about to have my afternoon coffee and snack, which I'm very excited about because I'm feeling like a little bit of chocolate. So Layla and I are going to share one of these Milky Way crispy rolls, which are delicious. It's 3 points for half, 7 points for the whole thing. I'm just gonna have half, so 3 points with a coffee, and then after that we'll get on with making dinner for tonight. These are the meatballs that I prepared a few nights ago and put them in the freezer. I will put the recipe for these in the description box down below. Very simple. It's basically a combination of both pork and beef mince with onion, garlic, and egg to bind. Very, very simple. Again, check the description box out for those, or you could just use ready-made supermarket meatballs, whatever your preference is. I also have a tin of chopped tomatoes here along with some passata. You can use either just passata or just chopped tomatoes, but I quite like the fusion. I think it adds a really lovely texture, and I really love the richness of flavour that comes with passata, so that is my option. But again, feel free to use what you guys have on hand. I have some mushrooms here, some bay leaves, a nice big white onion. I have some tomatoes from the garden that I'm going to pop in whole. They are so gorgeous. Super proud of those. I have a beef stock pot, a couple of decent sized cloves of garlic, salt and pepper, a nice glug of good quality olive oil, and I also have a combination of herbs here. So I've just switched the big brown onion for this red one. Basically I chopped into it and it just wasn't looking that great. Now, if you guys watched the Cook with Natasha Summar episode for the katsu curry, my brother, who is a chef, explained to us that if we cut our onion this way down, it leaves the root intact, and therefore you will cry less. I have to say, I've been doing this now ever since the episode, and he is completely right. My crying has significantly reduced, so if that is something that you guys struggle with, I would definitely give that method a try. meatballs into the oven, and I'm going to let that cook in the oven at about 180 for about half an hour. Just gives everything a chance to really infuse together and become more flavourful. It is pretty much cooked. So this is just more about letting the flavours sit and absorb and become one, and the stock to really enrich the tomatoes. And oh, it's going to be delicious. You can serve this with pasta, flatbread, garlic bread, jacket potato, chips. It's really optional. I'm going to have mine with just bread because I had a bit of a big lunch, as you've seen. But I think Andrew's going to have his jacket potato and some cheese on top, which sounds amazing. So it's quite a lot later in the evening now. That meatball dish was absolutely delicious. It hit the spot. It was so rich and tomatoey. It was just so nice. Ideal for a midweek supper. Ideal for a very quick fix, especially if, like me, you do the meatballs in advance and pop them in the freezer. We've come to the end of another What I Eat in a Day. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Andrew just got back and he didn't find the original glaze, Krispy Kreme. But what he did find was limited edition white Kit Kat glazed donut, and oh, that's a bit unfortunate, but I'm not sad about it. I love white chocolate and I love Kit Kats, so I'm going to have a munch on that at the moment. I have a feeling that that is going to be more than the 9 points that a whole original glaze would cost, and Andrew and I are actually sharing it, so it'll be even less, so just work it out. I can't really tell you how much that is because it's limited edition, but the original glaze is 9, so I don't know, call it 12. But I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. But for now, I'm going to enjoy my Krispy Kreme glazed donut, and I will see you in my next video.